On the couch with La Roma de Cuba, La Mi Amore. Give her a cut.
That's enough. The decision has been made. The military does not dictate policy on Romulus. The Senate has considered Shinsan's proposal and rejected it. He and his followers will
I will say this. I mean, I'm not a veteran cigar smoker, but it smells like every other cigar I've smelled. I mean, I guess there might be slight differences between this and a really, really dark Maduro, but
I have an appointment with the foliator master.
Of course.
it smells good.
Senators.
Just smells like every other cigar, honestly speaking.
Then I call for a vote on the motion to open trade negotiations with Celis 2. As you know, the Riemann mines have not been filling their quotas for months.
Cold draw?
I hope you all bear in mind the Trade Committee's findings. As much as we don't want them.
Other than little flakes. I don't know. It's not bitter. I guess that's a good thing. Wait a minute. For a minute there, I thought I detected a little bit of cocoa. Let's slide it around. La Roma de Cuba, La Mi Amore.
Bring back some of the Talonra.
Got quite good at toasting it lately. Watching a lot of videos from Bolts and the boys. That one. Sitting on a sign on a beautiful day. La Roma de Cuba, La Mi Amore.
Beauty.
That was a disaster in the making.
Solemn beauty. I have commanded men in battle. I have
Looks like it's pretty good, yeah.
peace treaties between intractable enemies. I have represented the Federation in first contact with 27 alien species, but none of this compares with my solemn duty today as best man.
Again, rookie taster. Still tastes like every other cigar, to be honest. That's a really good draw, though. It just pulls through nicely. La Roma de Cuba, Mi Amore. First tasting for myself, first time trying it. I will admit, I have no clue how to retrohale. I've tried it a couple times and usually doesn't work out in my favor, if you know what I mean. So we'll stick to that. Yeah. Bring it in, hold it for a second or two. Maybe we should try more than a second or two. Okay, I got something off that one. Not quite sure what it was, but it's very pleasant. It's burning okay. It's got a little spot that's a little bit ahead of the rest of it, but let's see if it fixes itself. I won't bore y'all with sitting here watching me smoke the first third, so I'll get back to you when I'm done the first third and give you my opinion. See you soon. Roma de Cuba, mi amore. First smoke. Well, we're into the second third of Roma de Cuba, mi amore. It's corrected itself. Construction-wise, it's hanging on there. I haven't ashed myself yet, which I can feel is coming soon. It always happens. I will say the cigar is very smooth and quite enjoyable. I haven't got any bitterness or spice that a lot of people talk about, but I eat a lot of peppery foods and stuff, so maybe the spice this is giving off isn't really, tickling my fancy very much. But it's a very smooth cigar. Construction-wise, it's great draw. It's doing all right. I mean, it's fighting the wind. It's breezy out, so it's, once in a while one side will start to, but then it corrects itself as soon as the wind dies down. Let me ash it though, because it's about to fall on me. It always does. These cigars, very expensive in Canada. Worth it? Depends who you are. To me, no. I mean, this thing cost me $30. I guess if it's $18, $20 in the US, by the time you factor in all the exchange, importation, and all our government taxes here, yeah, it's $30. As a treat and an experience, I took the plunge. It's a good cigar. Value for money? No, not here in Canada anyway. As far as all the tasting notes that all these other channels are talking about, I'm a rookie, so I'm not really getting them. They're obviously more experienced than I, so they know how to draw on those experiences. I did, like I said at the beginning, get a little bit of cocoa inadvertently on the cold draw. I was like, ooh, that's tasting familiar. And maybe some coffee, but other than that, I'm not really getting anything else out of it. Very good smoke though, very clean, very smooth. I wouldn't say creamy, but I would say silky smooth. It's got a nice draw in it. But in all fairness, I tend to stick within a certain range of flavor profiles, like mild. I don't go for the real harsh stuff or real light stuff, so it's not really tasting different than any other medium bodied cigars I've tasted. Tobacco. Maybe a little cocoa. A hint of coffee. That's all I'm getting out of it. But again, I'm not a connoisseur, so my palate probably hasn't developed enough to pull out the flavors. La Roma de Cuba, mi amore. Now, judging from what people are saying, this could be the initial version with the blue wrapper, because apparently the newer version has a slightly, not purple, but mauve, I guess, kind of wrapper. I could be wrong. Yeah, this could just be the Canadian version. Either way, it is a good smoke if you can get it at the right price. Would I smoke it again? Yes. At the price I paid? No. If I got it cheaper? Yes. It's an enjoyable smoke. La Roma de Cuba, mi amore. Eh? Anyway, I'll get back to you in the last third. We're back with the final third of La Roma de Cuba, mi amore. It is smoking beautifully. It has completely corrected itself, even in the wind. No complaints. It hasn't gotten bitter. It's a real enjoyable smoke. There's not much to say about it. It's a good stoke. Cost prohibitive here in Canada, but it is a good smoke. I tend to pair my cigars with either a little whiskey right now or a little coffee. I've had it with Guinness, which is very enjoyable. And I like Harvey's Bristol Cream, believe it or not, with a stoke, complimentary. Got a little bitter tasting cigar, got a little sweeter tasting Harvey's Bristol Cream. Goes nicely. Just saying. Give her a shot. You might enjoy it. Again, La Roma de Cuba, mi amore. Very good smoke. For me, on a scale out of 1 to 10, I'd put this one up there, even though I'm not getting the notes, the tasting notes that a lot of gentlemen I've listened to are getting. That could be due to my rookiness, so to speak. Lack of defined palate. But very good smoke. If you get a chance to smoke it, smoke it. You'll enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with it. No off-putting flavors. It smokes very well, as you can see. It's burning real nice. I had to adjust it once, but that was due to the wind. But after that, and I did have to ash it after about 4 inches because it was about to fall. Usually I drop it on myself because I'm always trying to get the long ash, but this time I, deferred to the ashtray. Well, to sum it up, gentlemen, I'm going to finish this stogie. And I would give this 8.5 out of 10 on my scale for a good smoke, clean smoke, enjoyable smoke. And after all, that's what it's all about. You enjoy your stogie, I'll enjoy mine. And together we can all complain about the prices of these things, because some of them are ridiculous. All right, gentlemen, enjoy. Peace.